Okay. Um, track 5 is building. As you so what you witnessed there in that gummy bear thing, because you've obviously watched track 5 before you jumped to track 6. Maybe you didn't. You're seeing the energy that is in food, okay, and the amount of energy. So what's funny is TNT is zero point 0.7 energy density, whereas fat, or like a Snickers bar, which has a lot of fat or carbs in it, is like 10 times. It's just how fast it's released. And this is what you heat up this um, chloride, potassium chlorate, and it heats up. All right, so now let's look at some temperature scales because you got a little work to do. So another way to measure heat is with temperature. Okay, and common temperature scales: water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, and water boils at 100 Celsius. Now we don't say degrees anymore. That's kind of going out of fashion in physics. Okay, uh, hold on. I gotta make sure I'm keeping track. This is track 7. All right. All right. So Celsius is what's used most in the world. Water freezes at that. But there are competing theories on how the Fahrenheit scale was created. However, water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and water boils at roughly 212 degrees Fahrenheit. A lot of that, both of those, depend upon pressure too. All right. If you increase the pressure, temperatures rise. If you decrease the pressure, temperatures fall. So that's why if you're up on the Rockies where there's less pressure, the water, it actually boils around 208, maybe 206 degrees. Okay, it's funny like that. All right. Anyway, so somehow I know what happened. All right, sorry, I'm looking at something else. Okay, Celsius and Fahrenheit. Here are the two scales. Scary slide. All right, nothing to worry about. All right, to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, you take 9/5, take 9 divided by 5, times the temperature in Celsius and add 32. Okay, so here's an example. And then to go from go from Fahrenheit back to Celsius, you take the Fahrenheit temperature, subtract 32, and then divide by 5/9. Or multiply by 5/9, multiply by 5 divided by 9. Does that make any sense? All right, the hottest recorded temperature on Earth is 58 degrees in Libya. Actually, that's been beaten. I think a place in Iraq recently, just this past summer, topped out at that temperature. So you take 9/5 times 58 plus 32, and you get 104.4 plus 32. That's pretty darn hot. Simple conversion, though, is to double and add, to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And I do this all the time when I'm in a foreign country, especially when I'm in a hot place, like when I was in Kuwait, when I was in Iraq, and you'd see a sign that'd say, all right, convert 15 degrees to degrees Fahrenheit. All right. So you take 2 times 50, because 9/5 is pretty close to 2. So you take 9/5, or you take 2 times 15 plus 32 is equal to 62. The actual answer is 59, but you get a ballpark. Okay, Fahrenheit to Celsius, subtract 32, and then divide by 2. So if you convert 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want to convert it to Celsius, quickly in your head, you can go, okay, I'll take 72 minus 30 is 40. Now take half of that, you get about 20 degrees. That's what I was, and that's your Celsius. That's how you go from Fahrenheit to Celsius in a quick way. All right, temperature sensors. A broken leg can be really bad, but what's even worse is the heat. All right, heat in football players. So I've called up 2 popular science videos because I kind of want to talk about some stuff here real quick. So let's go ahead and escape out of this. And of course, they're not here anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and quit here and then call this up again for track 8. And I will show you how to do these calculations once we get to the homework, okay?